with a point to prove, man. Dominate the Wizards, 130 to 104, and to be honest, that it wasn't even that close. Ray, just you at the arena, man. Just tell us what the vibe is, man.
The vibe was a Celtics home game. Like I kid you not. Um, I could count on my hands how many Wizards jerseys I seen in the stands. It was just a sea of green, and not just because it was St. Patrick's Day. It was Celtics paraphernalia. Like, and it was crazy. Like the Celtics got a louder reaction during the starting lineups. Tatum going to the line, his MVP chance. The whole nine, man. It was bad, and it reflected in the play. 81 points in the first half. Like that's just embarrassing. I mean, nobody expected him to win this game, but if you're going to do like that, just forfeit. You know, it's no point in wasting everybody's time, man. But yeah, the Celtics, they're the number one seed in the East for a reason. They got the best record in the league for a reason. They were down some starters as well, but guys filled in the gaps. Tatum was cruising, still ended up with 30. Sam Hauser bombed him. He started off just letting it fly. He was 10 for 13. All the shots were threes. Um, a couple tough ones he hit over defense, but then he got some wide open ones as well. So I mean, it just the onslaught was it came quick and lasted through the first half. Then the second half, it was just cruise control. Yeah, man, these the dog days. The Wizards, they ready to pack it in. It's obvious. The whole starting lineup was out tonight. We know what it is at this point. But yeah, man. Kudos to the Celtics for not coming in here and playing down to the competition. They're in championship mode. And these are the kind of games where sometimes they sneak up on you, and you end up in a dogfight for no reason. But they weren't trying to have none of that. They came in, got it over with quick, and then enjoyed the second half with the rest of us. So yeah, man, that's that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, man, I agree. Jason Tatum had 30 points in 27 minutes. That's a little over a point a minute. And like you said, he was in cruise control. And Sam Hauser, he over there, he looking like Steph on one of his hot nights, 10 for 13 from deep. Um, and look, you can make excuses saying, the Wizards were wounded, and they were, especially for a team that's been struggling all season. I mean, Denny out, Marvin Bagley out, Tyus Jones out, Kuz out. I mean, Shaman out, Koulibaly. The list goes on. But the Celtics had KP out, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. They had those guys out. Uh, they were out. Uh, yes, they still are far more talented than the Wizards. That's why their record is what it is, and the Wizards' record is what it is. But you still got to compete because if you look up and down the Wizards rosters right now, it's not a lot of guys with secure jobs. You see what I'm saying? So you still got a ball. And Jordan Poole, to his credit, still professional, came out there. He still competed, did damage, 31, 12, and 19, for assists. That's to be respected because he could have had every reason, man. Let me just get some points and, you know, cater to my ego, so to speak, man, even though we getting our head blown off, but he still competed. Champagne, Justin, like I said, he's fighting to stay in the league, man. He's fighting it, and he's not just auditioning for the Wizards. He's auditioning for every team. Still competed, 14 points and 8 rebounds on 5-11. Played 36 minutes, man. To me, Gil, when he came in, he had 13 points, 4 rebounds. Bernard, it's 12 points. Outside of that, everybody else, I can't say they competed. I think when the Celtics started torching them, all right, man, whatever, season over, who cares? And you can't move like that, man. And they're being evaluated because at the end of the day, if you move like that for the rest of the game, for the rest of the season, why would the Wizards want to keep you? And why wouldn't any team want you? Especially when you're in the fringe guy and you in and out of the league, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So, but that's on them. Every every player got to make their own decision. But me, if I'm a professional, I'm trying to stay as long as I can and play. And to me, tonight you only saw about 3 or 4 Wizards players that acted like they wanted to compete and try to win, man. That's why you saw what you saw, the end result, man. So, um, I mean, it was just it was just clear. Even Peyton Pritchard off the bench, man, 14 points and 13 assists. Good lord, 5 rebounds. My man was he was working on a triple double and was chilling. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, no resistance, and it's just like you said, man. It's one team, clearly the best team in basketball at this moment, eyeing the championship, and one team that's, you see how far away they are. That you're gonna make an argument as the worst team in the league, man, right now. So, a lot of work to be done, man. But before we get out of here, man, and get to these comments, gotta ask, man, play of the game.
I'm gonna go with Sam Hauser, man. He's like, I'm gonna get mine up. Couple starters out. I'm getting some extra minutes tonight. I'm gonna make the most of it. And I mean, we say it all the time. The Wizards is the get your numbers game, and he got them.
Yeah, man. Hey, I can't even argue with you, man. We expect this from Tatum. But Hauser, yeah, he the one that really blew the game up. You expect Tatum to do the damage he did, but he is done. But Hauser, I mean, 10 to 13 from deep, man. It was target practice, man. So, it is what it is, man. Moving on, your X factor of the game.
Yeah, you touched on him earlier, Peyton Pritchard. He another consummate professional, man. He's had fluctuating roles with the Celtics since he's been in the league. Sometimes he's gotten a little more playing time than others. And tonight, again, came in, took advantage of his time. Really wasn't any fall off, even though, kind of once the Celtics had the game in hand, they were just steadying the ship. I mean, he came in, ran the offense, did his thing, scored when he saw the opportunities and set guys up.
Yeah, I can't even argue with that, man. You 30 when you coming off the bench and you damn near get triple double, 14 and 13 assists. Like, if you get 13 assists by yourself, that's a hell of a game, man. You had the 14 and the 5, man, on 6 of 15, fairly efficient, 40% from deep. Hell of a night. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your fault that the Wizards are wounded. They on the schedule. I'm getting the minutes. I'm gonna make the most of it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show your coach I deserve to play more. You know what I mean? And he's gonna be counting on. They're gonna need him to make this run. You know how it is in the championship run, man. You need the guys off the bench. There's always gonna be a couple games where the bench has to win it. You know what I'm saying? Because the star's gonna have a heavy load, man. So I'm definitely not mad at that as well. Jim Couch loves it as well. Peyton Pritchard and Champagne for the Wizards. It was good seeing those boys show up and they can do their thing, man. But let's go over to these comments. Get up out of here. Blizzy baby, man. Coming into this game, we know what the deal was. It was obvious who was going to win. Yeah, no, of course, but things happen. If you don't believe me, watch college basketball. Things happen, man. So, listen, baby, again, but still, I'm keeping it in a positive mindset. And I'm being patient for next season because this season is spilled milk. Yeah, it was pretty much that a few months ago, to be honest, man. So, the evaluation process much we'll have to see, man. Next, Blizzy baby again, and the Wizards also noticed ain't no point with about 14 games left to give them other guys minutes. No Kuz, Tyus, Denny, Shamit. Hey, look, you got to evaluate the young guys. There's a lot of evaluating going on. This gonna dictate a lot going into the draft, going to free agency, summer league, picking up some other young guys, letting some young guys go. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm looking down. Look, I look at a guy like Patrick Baldwin Jr. trying to stay in the league. This was you starting 6 points, 2 of 11. I mean, you did some good things, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, but you known as a shooter. You got to hit shots. You got to do your main job, man. So, it's one game, but these are the games where you be like, man, what happened to him, man? He could ball in college. You be like, you ain't see the games we saw in the league, though. That's why they up out of here, man. It's a different ball game, man. Area 11T, appreciate you for joining us. Asked Wilson yesterday, but who are some guards that the show think are interesting for the late first round pick? That's a good question. Late first round pick. Obviously, late. I don't know where the kid from Marquette is going to go. Tyler Kolek, I don't know where he's going to go. He's a pretty good floor general, tough, can hit shots. I like the guard from Providence, man. He made first team all Big East, man. Dang, could score the ball, athletic, he's very tough. He can play the combo guard. I'm gonna look him up real quick, and then another guard you gotta look at is Isaiah Collier out of USC. I don't know how high he's gonna go. Like this draft, it's a weird draft because it's not maybe a couple international kids that you could say are you can see them going in the top 5 or lottery, depending on how they're doing the workouts and whatnot. But this draft wide open, man, and the tournament's gonna decide a lot. And you really better ball. If you're in that draft pool where you're being scouted and they come to see you, like you better ball, because this your chance to kind of move up or whatnot. What's this kid name? Devin Carter. That's the one out of Providence. Devin Carter, 6'3". That's the other one. He a bad boy. So those are 3 guards off the top of my head. I feel the Wizards should be looking at. But at the end of the day, I saw, I'm at the ACC tournament. I see the entire front office, including Amber, the GM from the Go-Go, walk right past me. So they was there too evaluating, and some guards in that thing, man, like DJ Horn for NC State. Obviously, the ACC Player of the Year, RJ Davis, he's gonna be coming out. You might have Bub Carrington out of Pittsburgh, the young freshman. He might be coming out. It's loaded. It's loaded with guards, man. So if you draft right, you should be able to find a quality guard to come in and reserve some things. So, they out there. Area 11T. Also, what y'all think about the ACC tournament? There was some fun games. Yeah, I was there all week. It was live, man. I ain't gonna front. It was highly competitive. Loved the run NC State went on. It was a hell of a run to win 5 games in 5 days, man. That's tough. As anybody play college basketball, that is tough. That's tough. Damn. And they found a way. I think Keats was smart in the earlier games with subbing, especially subbing for DJ Burns, who won MVP, keeping those guys fresh because they knew the type of role they had, and then they had the energy and the depth to pull it off, man. And you gotta understand the last 3 games they beat Duke, 2nd seed, Virginia, 3rd seed, and they knocked off North Carolina in the championship game. So you beat the top 3 seeds. You had to do that to win the whole thing and ultimately get into the tournament, because they weren't going to get in the tournament if they had lost in the 1st or 2nd round. They needed to make that run. Go ahead, Ray.
No, I was just saying, 5 games in 5 days is tough in this building. The Wizards have won 4 games in this building all season.
Hey, they said that don't apply to us, brother. We from down south, baby. We don't know nothing about that. But nah, man, it was loaded. And to be honest, the ACC tournament every day drew a bigger crowd than the Wizards, man. When I say people was at the top, can touch the ceiling, that's what I mean, man. All around, especially the Tar Heels and Duke fans and all that, man. Virginia, they travel. They travel for real. Like to see it up close it was fun to see, man. But yeah, man, definitely. It was definitely fun to be there. Area 11T for real though. Bilal got to stop taking them dangerous falls if he can prevent them. Hey man, it's an old saying Gary Payton gave young D Wade. He said, "Stay off the floor. The floor will take years off your careers." And D Wade had some major injury that took him from the flash level to where D Wade had to be more cerebral and to torch you and give you the business, man. So yeah, the court ain't gonna move, bro. The hardwood gonna stay there. So you ain't gonna put a dent in it or nothing, but it's gonna jack you up. So he'll learn. He gonna get tired of it. Area 11T, yeah, Dwayne Carter, yeah, he can Devin Carter, yeah, he can go. He nice out of Providence, bad boy. Play both guard spots too. Everything. I wish Bud was going in the draft. He said he's going back. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Maybe he just announced it or whatnot, but we're gonna see. But yeah, it's no rush on him, man. If you want, for him, the position he's in, I don't think he's won for too much, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the NIL thing, finance is gonna be there. He should be able to be fine in that regard, man. But if you feel he need more time to develop, so be it, man. Because the pedigree that he comes from, I'm pretty sure they don't want him to go to the league unless he's ready to go. You don't want to just be there, go there because all right, you got the opportunity to go, and then you don't quite develop, because the NBA is not the time to develop, man. I mean, you develop certain aspect of your game, but for the most part, you got to be ready to go. And I think that's what people, are forgetting. And that's why you're seeing so many people be in and out of the league, man, or they got to go down to the G League, kind of forget about them, because you got to be ready to go, man. The NBA stands for no boys allowed. And you got to be ready to go, man. So it's professional level, the highest level of basketball for a reason, man. So, we'll see what happens with that, man. But as usual, man, thank all of you for joining me. We'll be back with another Wizards Outlook. They got like a 4-game homestand starting with this game this week. So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Wizards content coming back, man. Now that the ACC is out of their building, man. So, we'll talk to y'all later. See y'all guys soon.